The stories that I hear from the ladies, the elders, and even the youth in the landscape have never been documented. And therefore we realize that now the landscape can speak for themselves through the beneficiaries. And anybody looking at it will actually be able to know what the landscape are singing, shouting, and talking about themselves. What change have they made?
My story revolves around my landscape, my community, and where I come from, where I was born, and where I work.
Since I took this course of landscape governance, I got some change in my mind or way to thinking.
Before I thought land governance is an issue that concerns men. And I think this really changed me because when issues of women were discussed in this workshop, I thought really governance is not just about land, it is not about wild animals, it is about people, which is the human resource.
We honestly believe that the key to climate smart landscapes lies in the capacity of a landscape stakeholders to engage. That's exactly why we invested in the development of the capacities of our HoAREC landscape leaders to mobilize their landscape stakeholders. We decided to call this process landscape governance, which has served us as the backbone of our landscape learning journey. And during this journey, we got to know each other's landscapes and really learn from each other. As through our learning journey, we managed to weave a regional network that goes beyond boundaries, a network that will last.
In 2016, I joined the Landscape Learning Journey of Horn of Africa Climate Change Program. What I have learned during the learning journey actually changed my thinking towards the integrity of science and how to integrate this new knowledge to my own field of specializations. So I started to develop a curriculum that integrate the natural resource and wildlife in particular, and the landscape I have learned and acquired during my learning journey.
الجمعية الأم والمشروع يعني الماء أتوفر يعني محمدين الساحري، والماء أتوفر بالطاقة الشمسية وهي متوفرة والحمد لله لشراب الإنسان ولشراب الحيوان. وبدينا نتوسع في تربية الحيوان، يعني إحنا من بدري قاعدين يعني نربي الحيوانات، ولكن كانت في الفترة الماضية كان مشكلة المياه. الحمد لله هسي
isbeddelka cimilada ka shaqeysa ay noo timid. Intii ay noo timid waxqabad weyn bay hay'adan inoo yeelatay, taasi oo ay ugu horeysay uguna ballaarantay TBA iyadoo saddexda deegaan ee xagal iyo xareed iyo xaraf oo ka tirsan gobolka Maroodi Jeex dooxeedaasi intaba hal dhaam oo waaweyn oo mid oo qaarkood ay saasoo arki doontaan oo tuulaba laba xabad barkada oo weyn laga sameeyo iyaguna ay biyeysan yihiin sidaynu arki doono iyadoo laga cabayo ama laga dhaansanayaba. Taasi markay timid ee biyihiiba baahidayadii 50% ay daboolantay isla markaa waxaan kaloo beeraha raacinaya xilligii ragga kaga lumi jiray aroorka iyo shaqadani beertii baa laga shaqeeyay waxa laga yaabaa ninkii beertiisa diyaarsan buu ku giibaa oo imanaya oo halka jaanis baa laga helay dadkii wuu isbedelay biyihii cabitaankii reerkii laba jirikaan qoyska dhinta todoba carruur ay laba jirikaan cabay imika waxa laga yaabaa hal foosto dharmaydhkii nadaafadii dhinac walba inay ka qayb qaadatay sidaa daraadeed xeryaha la xidhxidhay mid aan maanta wax ku oolin ma jirto iyaga sanadkii labaad weyn waxaanu ka goosanay waa sanadkii labaad ka hor iyo sanadka wax baa ka baaray
faa'iido weyn baa ka faa'iidaystay Djibouti Natir waxay noo qabteen farmasooyo badan iyo noo qabteen seminaarid loo badan iyo noo qabtay qaashbaash waxaan nagu baray horta waxaan baray sida beeraha loo buufisto waxaan sugaynaa in qolo Djibouti ka timaado maalintii ciyaalkayga la baray ceerkayga bay horta ku eegeen way ku guuleysteen oo way noo waxeen ciyaalkii way noo furan biyi naga goona waa noo furan oo ku faa'iidnay kadib haddana waxaan noo dhisay aqal baan noo dhisay aqalkii noo dhisay waa kan oo ku faa'iidnay wax kasta oo ku qabsanaa seminaar kasta lagu maraa hooyooyinka aad buu aqalkan u cajabiyay wallahi farshaxanka haday tahay seminaar haddii ay tahay marti la seexiyo haday tahay shir ay dumarku qabsanayaan waxay dumarku qabsanayaan meel isku tagana wal ma jirin oon maxay ahayd noo nabad galay oo geedaha iga dhirtay noo soo noqotay wax kasta geediyaha noo samaysteen horta aad bay taabatay taasi oo geedaha waa la naga nabadgeliyo dadkii waxay heleen shaqo seminaar baad u keenteen oo maxay ahayd ubadka ay ku kala baaheen dadkii geedihiina way noo nabad galeen dhuxusha la googoynay doobada ay kala timaan haysan dadka ana xoog baan wallahi ku faraxsanahay aqalka iyo doobiyo seminaar waxay tahayba dhibaato gaar ah iyo inta kala in imika si fiican u barsanahay
casaamo ee dhalintaha waxaan wax ku siinay tababar dhalinyar gaaraysa 12 qof si oon u macnaynay waxaan soo baranay oon tusnay alxamdulillah waan qabanay casaamo anaga dhamayna farmasooyinka shinidina waan qabanay dhawaan bay naga fakatay waxaan rajaynayaa insha Allah inaan kuwa kale aan qaban doono dadkii dodonkuga waxa laga qaadan jiray lacag weyn alxamdulillah imika markii inta ay noo imaadeen Djibouti Natir dhalintii casaamo waxay noqotay dhalin iftiimaysa way magaalada kulka hore dadkii garbaha go'ay dadkii ceelashii bay tagi jireen way daaleen imika alxamdulillah fadhiga lagu cabaa toonba lagu cabaa way nasteen alxamdulillah maantana waxaan noo keenay qalabkii lagu ku shaqeyn lahaayeen waxa la keenay dibloomkii ay lagu aqoonsan lahaa way qaateen insha Allah inay xaga ka sii xoojiyaan ay sii wadaan ay xoog u sii xoogeystaan marajinayna dhalintii casaamo
What I learned, the most significant change that I had, it's how to deal with the community, how we involve the community by taking in consideration what they are living, because the problem is faced by them and solution must come also by them. That is what I learned. Thank you.
Kaber de kwang kare kwari mabero ka go banam ka go bar ka che pa chen kwara jawa da kun bedo ko ne chen kanya dong na pap ba jo orno ka pir ka o wana ko jo e chajing ka go chora go wana o kan jona rango jana wikiri ka achan wa ka go ka bale yana ko ne wane be wa manya kan mo pedo ke gio ge jene yana ke perne je no ponyu bore ne ge jete ke gen mo kwani kwa wana ko wa be o cho kanya chipji ba kunyo ke perti na per de dwa ko bore kare no gyana kanya to te une de kwanya te une ber kare i do min ne bere chata mal ke gona bere jon atanga wane na kunyo da rewa be jena kunyon jete ke bero ngeo ke cham ngeo ka bi bore goro ke tange Orjat Mui Kalewak Lal Kitu Orjado Jabdaptare Japabi Japane Port Jot Kalarekan Beman Manuane Beren Kerichata Malatua.
My story is, when we come to South Sudan, we found that so many people have been displaced and have now settled in Juba. People of different livelihoods. We have the herders, we have the farmers, we have the urban dwellers, and we have the factories, all, which have brought food security as a major problem in the city. With that, there is also much deforestation because people need to cook food and to boil their water for their living. We found that also the population that was great brought in mass solid waste, and this disposal was also a problem. So there are so many problems in Juba landscape, and we have learned so many things in this landscape learning journey and from the different landscape that we visited. And if we really continue with the HoAREC, we wanted to put the practicality or the practice of what we have learned into use in our landscape of Juba, so that we can alleviate food security in Juba and garbage disposal in Juba itself. We also want to introduce new stuff so that it can reduce deforestation, which is so rampant in Juba, and this is our story in Juba landscape.
Now I'm working with the Olol Gisalia women group. These women came together some years back. They wanted to earn a living, to also improve their livelihoods. When you hear their testimonies, it really gives you hope as a woman, especially a woman that comes from this society that is male dominated. And I think this is why I feel today that I'm proud that the little knowledge that I have has also impacted in the lives of these women. And therefore, I'm glad that women's lives have improved. These women are free, you know, like not like before. You can tell as they talk to you that they have a kind of freedom. Their attitudes have changed, you know. They are more breadwinners of their families and not like men before as it was known in this community. I'm very happy and glad that my fellow women have freedom and they're happy.
My landscape is predominantly a pastoral landscape, whereby pastoralism is the way of life, is the livelihood of the community. I led a team from Soralo and the community in coming up with a plan to safeguard the livelihood and tenure of this community going forward. So it was at this juncture where I was the head facilitator for the group, where I led the community in preparing a land use plan, which is very participatory. The community themselves developed this plan by themselves and for themselves. So it is for me, the significance of this this story is that it has secured the future of this community. It has also made them understand that really if they fail to plan, then they are automatically planning to fail.
And further to that, the work that we have done have now been shared in a lot of other platforms as part of scaling up, so that others from both the other landscapes that we are working with, but also both at the national and international level, different groups can start to uptake the knowledge that we've built based on our work.
For me, the most significant change for this learning journey was seeing the importance of visualization. And with visualization, I mean use of photos, use of maps, videos, but also participatory visualization tools. And applying this in the landscape learning journey, I've seen how effective it actually is. And what we did, for example, we had the concept of landscape. We visualized this in a puzzle. And I've seen that many colleagues from HoAREC have really embraced this and have also used this in their work. So for me, I realized that visualization, it really helps, it works. It can bring people together. You have a kind of common language. Doesn't matter what language you speak, if you can read or write, everyone understands a photo or understands a video. So for me, the most significant change was seeing that visualization methods are a key aspect for capacity development.
And also, I think this landscape governance framework that we collectively built, it really helped us in discovering where these similarities are and how we can create the synergies between our landscapes. We gradually moved from more of a landscape approach to a regional approach, a Horn of Africa approach, which allowed us to connect beyond boundaries and tap into regional politics. And I'm really happy to see that several chapters took our landscape governance framework and translated this into their own language, their own context. And this, I think, helped them to better frame the activities that they were already doing, but put these into a wider perspective. It has helped them to tell better stories and even to bring these stories to the international scene, such as the Global Landscape Forum, where our chapters really did a great job.
And I feel if we looked at landscape more at a bigger level, that beyond boundaries would be met better to bring in the connectivities of the issues around landscape. It is us human beings that have put political boundaries. Otherwise, our people, with the movement of their cattle from one area to the other, don't know about boundaries.